What up, everybody, and welcome to Molten Rainbow does a vlog, I guess. I decided to do a quick vlog with a small little update. Today, I actually did my first Molten Reads episode and uploaded it to YouTube. So, be awesome, be a darling, go check it out and let me know what you think of it. Because if people like this, I will definitely do this more often because I tremendously enjoyed recording myself reading the story and editing it and, you know, creating the sound effects. Well, not really creating the sound effects, but, editing in the sound effects. And I actually made some custom art for it as well. I'm still working on the custom art actually. So the blue figure with the barbed wire and everything, I drew that myself. So yeah, I'm kind of proud of this little side project of mine, so I would seriously appreciate it if you guys would let me know what you think of it and if you want me to continue with this. Because if you do, I'm probably gonna draw some more art, maybe even make some small little, you know, stills, sort of animations with the stories if they really fit with it. And I'm just excited about turning this into a big project for myself instead of a tiny little side project. I have a couple of books that have short stories or are actually like complete full on books that I would really like to read for you guys. And well, of course, if the motivation's there and if you guys want to see more of this stuff, I am really hyped about doing more of it. On a different note, today the new router came in for my internet connection upgrade, which is great. I won't be able to use it until October 1st, but still, I mean, we're getting there, people. We're getting there. Just a bit longer. Just a bit. Anyway, yeah, so I actually recently did a quick tweet with a poll and asked people what series or what games they'd like to see me play as soon as my connection's better. And I decided, you know what, I'll just throw it on here as well for people that don't use Twitter or aren't following me on Twitter. If you want to follow me, my name is just the same as my YouTube channel. It's Molten Rainbow. You can always just send me a quick message and I'll pass the link, or maybe I'll just put the link to my Twitter account in the description or something if people want to have it. It's not just YouTube though. It's also like stupid memes, artwork, and bad archaeology humor. Lots and lots and lots of bad archaeology humor. And Tomb Raider, lots of Tomb Raider, because I follow a couple of Tomb Raider people who upload awesome gifs and that sort of stuff. That's actually, it's really what is really annoying about being Dutch and the word gif is that in Dutch you pronounce it gif, and a gif is synonymous to poison. So it's basically saying that memes and gifs are poison to us all, which isn't a lie. It sort of is, I guess, but still, it's just there's a couple of those words in Dutch that are just annoying because in English, or well, more like in the internets, those words are used as abbreviations or as actual concepts, and in Dutch those things have meaning. And it's so funny to come across them and realize, like, oh god, do we have another one? Just like LOL. I mean, LOL in Dutch is actually a word. You pronounce it lol, just lol, and it means fun. It's synonymous for fun. So the abbreviation LOL, which stands for laughing out loud in Dutch as a word, actually means fun. So it's just language is a funny thing. It makes me wonder how it just it's also coincidental in a sense. It's just funny. It's just funny to me. Anyway, so a couple of the things that I posted up on my Twitter account and that are doing good in the polls so far. Well, I say good in the polls, but I have like 9 people that actually voted for the poll. So that's not a lot of doing good in the polls, really. Anyway, as I stated in that post, the one game series that I will most definitely continue playing is Tomb Raider, because I just want to finish that so badly. I want to put that on my channel and I want to enjoy the living heck out of it with each and every one of you. I mean, that would be so amazing. I just really hope I can get there again. And the one trending most right now would be the Silent Hill series. So I guess I'll most definitely pick that one up. Pick that one up as well if I can get the emulator to work properly. Because I have actually tried to record some Silent Hill a while back, but I had some massive audio issues. I had the same problem with Fatal Frame, so I'm probably just gonna have to Google how to fix the audio issues or mess around with the settings a bit until it stops lagging so badly. Because basically what it does is it stutters really, really badly. It echoes, it reverbs, it just does everything but work properly, basically. Which would be fine with any other game, I guess. It would be sort of ignorable, but not with a game like Silent Hill, because sound is such an important part of that game. It's all about the ambience and the atmosphere, so no can do. No can do with no properly working sound. So, yeah, that one's definitely on the list. And another game that is actually surprisingly to me, because I did not expect a lot of people to actually like to see me play that game, but another one that's doing really well is Path of Exile. Path of Exile is my favorite absolute ultimate dungeon crawler game, actually. Yes, I play dungeon crawlers as well. And, well, to say that I'm a tiny bit obsessed with it would be an understatement, I guess. Anyway, I realized that I would actually really enjoy playing that game on my channel. Just, not as pressured is the wrong word, but not as fixed as some of the other games like Tomb Raider or Silent Hill or those other serialized games with like super complex stories and really high investment, but more as an in-between thing, just every once in a while, an episode just for fun. And to see that people actually want to see me play that game, it does me a lot of good because I really do love it. It's so extensive and so customizable in a sense. It holds a lot of merit, and it's a fun game with a really high replayability value, because you can adjust and readjust and readjust and readjust practically everything, which makes it, in my opinion, very special, because it's not so much about the customizability of the character itself, as much as it's really customizable in its gameplay. I mean, a dungeon crawler will forever remain a dungeon crawler, but there's so many different skills and so many different ways to combine them and to adapt the skills or your playstyle to what you have. And the skill tree is just so massive. It's so incredibly massive, and everything in that skill tree is passive. So you have your actives, which are separate from the passive skill tree, which in itself is already like, I could wallpaper my entire wall with that skill tree and still not have enough space. That's how big that thing is. It's just bloody massive. Anyway, to see that people actually want me to play that game as well, just, it makes me happy. It really does. So, yeah, that's in the foreseeable future. I was thinking about interchanging the Tomb Raider and the Silent Hill. Like, do one game and then one of the other series, and then one of the one series, and then one of the other series again. Slightly depending, of course, on what my mood is like. Because if, God forbid, it's Silent Hill day and my brain is just noping the bloody hell out of there and is like, no, I don't want to play this game right now, then I might actually play some Path of Exile or some more Tomb Raider, or, it kind of depends on how things are going. So don't take this as 100% guaranteed truth, because it's not. It's just sort of like a bit of a what can you expect from me in the foreseeable future. So yeah, that's probably in a nutshell gonna be Tomb Raider, Silent Hill, Path of Exile, and if you guys like it, and I really, really hope you do, and I really want to ask you, please check out my Molten Reads video. Please leave a comment telling me what you think of it, because if you guys like this, I would really, really, really want to continue with this. There are so many stories I want to read, so many stories that I still have in that massive compendium that I have, that 1100 pages book of death, basically. And it's all short stories, or all relatively short stories, because I started reading The Screaming Skull, and that one is almost an hour and a half. But of course, like a complete book read, like a complete audiobook, is sometimes like 11, 12, or maybe even more hours. So I guess an hour and a half isn't that bad. I might cut it up into 2 episodes, but if a story really doesn't have a clear break in it, I might actually just do like solid hour-long audio recordings of them. And if I have the time and the inspiration to do so, like I said, I might actually do some custom art for the stories. And, you know, I would really appreciate it if you guys would at least let me know what you think. And of course, sharing is loving, because this is good. It's of course good for my channel, but it's also good for me as the artist to, show what I can do with, well, I wouldn't say limited resources, because I don't really have limited resources, but more like what I can do to illustrate a story, and what I can do to make art that goes with a certain mood or with a certain vibe. And yeah, any and all feedback is most definitely appreciated right now. So for now, I want to thank you guys at the very least for dropping into this vlog and watching it. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to hear what you guys think. So for now, I kind of only have one last thing to say. I wish all of you a very, very nice day, and thank you so much for watching.